Hi, my Virgo friends. Hello and welcome to your reading. This is for mid-September to mid-October, and we're going to ask the spirits what's going on for Virgos at this time, for Virgos, Sun, Moon, Rising and Venus. Remembering that time, of course, is fluid, and of course as well that not everything is going to fit everybody about the reading. Some people will resonate with it better than others will. But let's see what the theme is for Virgo at the moment. So Spirit, please can you show us what's going on with Virgo, Sun, Moon, Rising and Venus? Can you also give us a sense of what's going on with Virgo's love life? And here we go. So, straight out of the gate, we have death. We have the number 13 in the tarot, death. So, there's an aspect of a lot of, life for Virgo at the moment, where you are saying goodbye to one phase as you enter the next phase of life. So there's a letting go to be done here. And I think the letting go that's taking place now has been felt as a rumble in your lives for maybe the last year or two. Signalling change is here. It's adaptable change. It's not sudden. It's over a period of time that this takes place. So generally I would say 1 or 2 years have been building up to what's going on around you now. I feel that you, in yourself, I feel you know that there are things that you can let go of now, or things that have had their time, people that have had their time, and now it's a time to move on from certain situations, let go really. Not always easy, but deep down we know when we have to do that. And here says Virgo, you know it's time to let go of certain aspects of your life, and it's okay. It's okay to do so. It's okay to let go at this time. You may be involved with a Scorpio, by the way, or a water sign, but a Scorpio particularly. And that could be a scenario that's actually quite complicated at the moment, logistically, because it feels like there could be distance involved here with you and a partner. Okay, here we go. Here's the partner. Now the distance may be a distance that actually brings you more together. It doesn't have to be destructive, what's going on through the death card. It really is letting go. It's accepting change, and it happens over a longer period of time, so that the change is more easy to accept. It doesn't always disrupt life too much. So there's something about a relationship that requires a letting go, which could be a letting go of an old way of life, so that you can live a new life together with your partner. So I see this as kind of a positive situation for you. Okay, it's judgment time. It's also about bringing the aspects of yourself, feminine, masculine, and the child within you, bringing those three concepts together within yourself so that you're actually more comfortable with who you are by accepting all of yourself, the shadow side as well as the positive side. So I think this is all going on inside of you currently, Virgo. And so it will stir up strong feelings in you. And whilst this is taking place, the feeling of letting go, there could be a little fear in some of you of losing a relationship. But I don't feel for a lot of you that's the case. For a lot of you, the commitment is there, and you've come to a place where you need to look back and sort out in your own head what you feel are the most important things to put your energy into, your commitment into, but within the context of the relationship right now. So, put these here. Hopefully you can see them. Next card in, Five of Swords. So you know you've won the war, but you've still got to go through the battles. And so here I feel you can celebrate a small victory, Virgo, because there is something going on where you've handled the situation correctly. You've been through the storm, and you come out the other side holding your own, and perhaps either the challenges you've had to meet or one or two people you've come up against have now turned away, and so therefore you could say you've won a moral victory here, but you may not feel like a winner. That's the only thing, because sometimes the battle can be exhausting, so that at the end of the battle you don't feel like celebrating because you're too tired. But some of you will have won some sort of disagreement, or you may have won a legal situation. You might have won in an area of work. You might have won a procedure that you've had to go through, but there's some kind of initial win here. And you can't rest on your laurels, however. You have the Knight of Pentacles. So some of you are holding on to what you've got. You are hanging on for dear life. You're either hanging on to a relationship, or you could be hanging on to a job. You could be hanging on to your morals. You are holding it together, Virgo. And this is you, represented here by the Knight of Pentacles. And so you are strong, you are solid, you are making headway. And you're making headway by just being yourself and ploughing on. So you're and establishing yourself as well in the work arena. I feel you've got respect for what you do and who you are. And yeah, I think that's set to continue. For some of you, literally you're being recognized as somebody who's trustworthy, who's balanced, who keeps their cool, usually knows how to handle awkward situations. You may be good as well at giving advice to people, and I think advice is what is being called on here. Someone is asking you, what do you think? What should I do? And you will advise them. You're good on a one-to-one relationship, Virgo. You're so much happier opening yourself up on an individual basis rather than a group situation. And so you will take care of quite a few of your one-to-one relationships. And I think that you could be meeting people on a one-to-one basis over the next 2, 3, 4 weeks. Okay, so we have the Ten of Pentacles here. Some of you, Virgos, I think have gone through a judgment, have gone through possibly the courts, a legal situation, facing an inheritance issue, and you're facing it head on and willing to fight for what's yours. Yeah, some of you are going to be quite preoccupied with that. Others of you are going to feel like you have to catch every penny and rake it in so that you can cover your bills. You may be thinking a lot about property, bills, money, and the family. But you're committed to your family, those of you who have a family. Yeah, you're committed. And you are finding the energy to be the leader in your own life. So you're taking charge, Virgo. You're not standing for nonsense. You won't be messed about. No, I don't think you're going to be messed about, Virgo. You're not having it. And whatever partner you're attached to, you're still a pretty independent person. So I don't see that disappearing anytime soon. Your independence is of utmost importance to you. I feel you're standing by what you've said, standing by what you've decided, and also it feels like you're wheeling somebody along. This could be somebody in a wheelchair, or Virgo, you may be in a wheelchair or sitting down a lot of the time. Some of you who are unwell, that is, and there are a few. I feel your frustration because you want to get out and do things and it's very difficult to do that. Some of you here may be reminiscing about an old relationship and assessing things from the past so that you can let go and close, in a sense, a phase and reopen a new one. Any problems that you feel you've got coming your way, it looks to me like you're protecting yourself well. And you're open to a partnership. You are open here for those of you singles. You're open to meeting somebody, but you're not going to go out of your way to make it happen. It looks much more like if somebody passes you by and you're smitten with them, that's fine. If nobody passes you by at the moment, that's fine as well. You're not going to be on your own forever anyway, but you are quite independent. So one of the habits you may have, Virgo, is to push the person you like or love away. You don't want them to get too close to you. You need to keep back on a little bit of space, private space for yourself. So I think that's what you're doing. And actually, I think you're doing it whether you're in a relationship or whether you're not. You're leaving yourself that little bit of personal space that nobody else enters. Okay, that personal space that nobody else enters. So now we've got the Ten of Swords here. So really what's going on is that you are, again, I come back to the word shedding, letting go of an aspect or phase of life. You're saying goodbye to an aspect of your life. If you're getting married, for example, you would be saying goodbye to the single life. Here, what you're saying goodbye to is something or someone you're glad to see the back of. They've hurt you enough, or the situation has hurt you enough, and you've reached the end of it. So I'd say you're nearly at the end of it. You're around, from the scale of 1 to 10, you're at about a level 8 to closing off the last bit of the phase of letting go. So you're nearly at the 10, and there you are. Okay, really, you are letting go. You've had enough. You are going to put all your energy from now on into things and people that just work for you, things that are mutually beneficial, where there's a fair and balanced exchange of energy. You are not going to have your emotions drained. You're not going to feel intimidated. You're not going to be run over by anybody at this stage, Virgo. Not at all. So certain things have to go, and here you are. You've got the Chariot. You're getting the green light to go forwards. Okay? You're getting the green light to basically say bye-bye to anything that really doesn't suit your life at the moment. And that is in your control to let go of, I might add. Okay, it's things in your control to let go of, and that's what you're going to do. You're moving yourself forwards with a great force, and I feel it's the force of you creating the momentum to move forwards in your life, and then the energy of the Chariot, the energy from spirit in your life, can help push you forwards that much faster. But you're getting the ball rolling by your own attitude. I've had enough. And so I'm pushing forwards. Yeah. I have the sense here as well of the stillness before the storm. And that is the stillness of the storm around us. Because, Virgos, you're going to start to feel quite unsettled in the general overall atmosphere. It feels here there's some sort of chaos. I feel it's got to do with the month of October. Yeah, the month of October feels chaotic here, a bit messy, and I think it's going to be a month for you guys especially, where you're dealing a lot with your material comforts, maybe your resources, maybe you're having to adjust bank accounts. There's a release going on. A release going on in order to be able to change things quickly, I think. Also, it feels to me there's a strange happening which connects to a tunnel. Now, some of you might be involved because you work within a tunnel, connected to a tunnel. Some of you may connect with what I'm seeing because you're there at the time. I feel in the material world, I feel in the material world there could be a collapse, and it somehow affects you. I would say to you, tidy up your finances. Get them to a place where you want them to be by October. But I think you have to tidy up your finances. Okay, I hope that helps you a little bit, Virgo, my Virgo friends. Month of October, quite an active month for you, I feel. Quite a busy month. Love, I don't feel is going to be a main priority somehow. You have love in your life, yes, but I don't feel your love life is your main priority. If you sleep on red sheets, my friends, if you sleep on red sheets, watch for a situation that transpires quite quickly and needs your answer just as quickly. It needs to be a very direct, very clear answer, almost like a yes and no. And I think it'll be quite important to those of you who receive a contact or make a contact about a third party. I think that'll be quite an important conversation. And it looks to me like it's happening on red sheets. Whilst you're on the bed, in bed, just look out for that, Virgo. I've got a few drainage repairs around you as well, by the way. Maybe a bit of a problem with water for some of you. Okay, Virgo, I hope that helps a little bit and you find the reading somewhat useful. I'll be here again in the next couple of weeks or so. So until then, all the very best to you, Virgo. Bye for now.